Try this one more time. I am getting ready to plate this up and give to my mom. If there's nobody in the chat, I'm not going to bother filming the food that I'm making. So, because I'm only doing this really because I had to cook anyway. I figured it'd be an easy way to make some content. But if there's nobody around, I don't need to do this. It's bad enough that lately when I'm trying to shoot regular videos on the so-called better phone, it films in slow motion even though you can hear me. I don't know what the heck's up with that. I don't want to create substandard content. Nobody wants to see something that has glitches and stuff. I can understand if you have your choice between something that is in perfect form with no snafus and no tech glitches, then you would rather see that. I would too. So, but yeah, if I find that for some reason now my equipment's messing up and I can't create the kind of content I want, I can always stop for a while, because frankly, cranking out things every day, sometimes it takes a lot out of me. So, But anyway, I know that people don't want to see how the sausage is made, and nobody really cares. Whatever it takes to create content, they just want the content. So, let me find the damn plate. Okay. I can't help but think that I pressed the wrong button or something. I don't even know if I'm broadcasting. Am I supposed to touch? What am I? Oops, no. What are these other things for? There's things down here. It says create, highlight, retouch, hide, live video, mute, flip. Any of you guys ever, other creators, I don't know if he's watching me. Anyway, there's a whole menu of things. Press here. Since nobody's deciding to talk to me in the chat, I figure I could just mess around on here. But no, really, I don't know that I have time to deal with, because I don't like to. The whole point of doing a live thing is for people to interact, and if they're not going to do that, I'm just gonna, I really like to just take a shower, honestly, and that does not get televised. I did everything that I thought people wanted. I showed the belly ring, Oh gee, I didn't wear a dress and a garter belt today. Damn me to hell. Right? Oh, I didn't put earrings in. Gee, I guess I'm getting lazy on you guys. But hey, whatever. I know you guys want to go back to your Survivor or whatever the hell it is you kids watch these days. I'm going to bring this into my mom, and then I'm going to go bye-bye. Cover your gutchies. Okay, if you guys see some of my mom's panties, grow up and don't say anything. I told her if they see anything to grow up and not say anything.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna...
That looks wonderful.
And by the way, you guys, shame on you for not saying anything in the chat. Oh, Mom, tell something to these people. Here,
what? I'm starving.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Say something to the audience. Nobody has said one word since I did the chat. So would you like to address them and tell them to say something? Because when we creators are doing a live stream, the least people can do is say something to us. So please address this.
Julie said something because she went to an awful lot of work to prepare this meal for me. And it's just special for me. She's not getting any of it.
No, it has cheese. I don't want your stinky old cheese anyway.
Oh, way to go.
I'm a real class act.
You're going to have to help me.
And you're going to need, cutlery.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
I
dun,
need
dun, dun, dun.
really this kind of...
These are the special knives and forks that are easier to grip.
I need a knife.
And there's a really nice knife that I can kill myself with, because you guys won't talk to me. That's it. I'm going to end it all because they don't want me anymore.
That's actually the rolling knife, if you look at it.
Well, rolling on the river. Right?
Yeah. I don't know if I can manage this.
What I would do, Mom, is I would stab this with your fork, stick it in your mouth, and eat it cavewoman style.
I don't think
oh,
so.
Debbie's in the chat. She says, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Leather. I just got on here, had you on the TV, so no chat there. Have to go on app." And then she says, "I want rice, so going to see if we have any." See? Thank you. Debbie is in the chat.
Yay,
Now,
Debbie.
I know you want to say something to Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. How have you been? We've missed you. I'm sorry, I'm cutting up this meat.
And I know I should probably be helping her, but all the physical therapist says I should let her do as much as she can for herself.
That's true.
Unless, of course, something's really hurting her arthritis or something. I remember when you could not do any of these things.
I remember when I couldn't eat by myself.
Yeah.
As you recall, the nurse had to cut up everything and put it in my mouth. I was remember the day I dumped the tomato soup down in front of me? I got real brave, and there were the tomato soup was in a bowl with no handles or anything on it.
Oh, so, Meyer Greenblatt's in the chat.
I was talking.
Yeah.
So I picked up the bowl of soup, and I dumped it right down in front of me.
Oh.
I was so upset. But I got really brave. Now, I may not be able to...
Was this when you were wearing the hospital gowns?
Yeah, this was when I was in Cooper. I was in the hospital. I think that we're going to go the other way. I can do it this way.
This is not Ruth's, Chris. You can eat how you want. I never understood why the protocol was to cut one piece at a time and eat it, cut it and eat it. It just seemed like a whole lot of frou just to appear to not be raised by wolves.
Yes, it's to do that with this for me. It's just too hard to keep putting the fork down picking it up.
Yeah. I think you burn more calories doing that than you would from the food you're eating.
Don't worry about the calories. I'm just trying to get the job done.
I didn't know what all I was going to make with that. I just started with that, and you needed more than the chicken, so I said, I have a little bit of that rice, and I said, why don't I add a vegetable to it? And I did it all in the skillet.
There you go.
Yeah. And of course, I can't use the skillet for anything else until I wash it, because it's got your cheese in it.
I don't even see any cheese.
Well, I read the ingredient list, and there's at least 2 different kinds.
Really?
Because I was sharing the ingredients with the audience, And I guess we could save that tomahawk for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I defrosted a few things.
Yeah, we're having a tomahawk for dinner tonight.
Hoo-hoo.
We didn't even know what a tomahawk was. So we did some research.
Yeah, I thought it was an insult. It's some sports games. What did I know?
This is it.
What is it? Is it mean what?
I'm done cutting.
Oh, okay. Well, then start eating. Enjoy.
I would like to if I could sit up to eat.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I've got to back up. So.
Well, thank you. You're so kind.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, you want me to take the thing? Okay, I don't know.
You demanded that I cover myself.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Well, we're all grown-ups. If you're under 21, my channel would probably bore you unless you want to learn how to smoke pot or something. I believe in passing the torch. Oh, did I say that? Yeah, I did.
There's a complete plate.
I'm thinking if you eat it all together, then you'll get enough salt, because I didn't add salt. I just added turmeric and onion powder and black pepper to that, because every spice mix I saw that would have made sense, it would have contradicted the Italian seasonings.
It's very tasty. It's good food.
They pound them real flat, so they're easy enough to put in the pan.
Cook fast too.
And I was really concerned. I wanted to make sure that I didn't undercook it, because we don't do that with poultry. And because it had cheese in it, I obviously couldn't taste it. I just had the juice. All right. You enjoying that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you get me some water when you come?
Oh, okay.
I have none.
Okay, my mother just said she wants water. And I'm going to refill this, put it in the fridge, pour another one, Oh, Drew Henderson said hi. He's one of my regulars. Hey, Drew. Okay, I'm gonna fill this up for Mom and bring her a cold one out of the fridge. I made a pot of fresh coffee a couple hours ago. That phone is ringing, and I can't imagine it would ever be for me because I'm not much of a phone person. Let me see who the heck. Wireless caller too. That looks awfully familiar. Yep. Yeah, I recognize that.
Darn.
I recognize that number. I think that's one of Mom's friends. I hope she eats her food and doesn't let it get cold while she's yapping to her friend, you know. What the hell did I come in here for? Oh yeah, water. Yeah, you can tell I'm hitting on all cylinders today. Now, I got up early to go and get us some food, and I had something happen which I don't want to get into because I don't want to spoil the video that's coming up. But and then I discovered that when I shoot videos here, sometimes I have a problem that you can hear my audio okay, but the video looks like I'm talking and doing slow motion. And I know I checked, especially this phone, both the ones that I have currently, and neither of them have real fancy specs that would include the slow-mo version. But I do know that when the first phone I ever had, I did accidentally hit the slow motion thing. Have fun.
Thanks, Mike. I just got served dinner.
Okay. Now, you see this? I gotta soak this and get all this crap off of this. Because I want to do something for myself. And one of the things I did the other day, I made that rice, and then I got some light colored kidney beans. And then I got a can of beef. And these cans are really good. I can't recommend them highly enough, even though the pork is even better. They're 24-ounce cans, and the company's called Lakeside. They make beef and they make pork. The pork has a little bit more flavor to it, and it's already fully cooked. But you can heat them up. It tastes better to heat them up, and you can put them over rice and stuff. Okay, now somebody's holding a message for review. I don't censor things unless somebody's like doxing somebody or you're messing with ice people or something. But I'm trying to read the message. Oh, Justice says, please cover your mom up. We just got a view of her lady parts. All right. I think I've said this a few times. This is a channel that depicts real life situations involving adults, usually over 21. You guys, if you don't know already, I am a full-time caregiver. When you're a caregiver, sometimes things happen. When my mother and I were trying to bathe my dear Garfield, apparently a view of her gutsies, that is Croatian for granny panties, offended some viewers. And it was obviously an accidental thing, but if people are going to focus on the crotch of an 84-year-old woman, that says more about them than it does about us. Even she, who is the prim and proper type, as opposed to me, who probably runs around like a shameless hussy, and maybe even has been a shameless hussy in another life, I don't trip out on such things. Like if I know I've had a video or two that may have accidentally showed a cheek or something, but you know what? I don't think that I'm causing moral degradation in the world, and I'm not going to trip on it. And even if somebody tried to, and one person actually tried to blackmail me once, if you believe that, saying, "Oh, I saw this. I can do a screenshot that shows you a little bit, whatever it is." They said. I said, "Believe me, all it would do is help people who are failing in biology. I'm not going to trip on that, and you certainly can't try to put something like that over my head to harm me and mine." So, anyway, that's all we're going to say about the situation. You know, my mom's doing the best that she can. Um, if she has arthritis and it's bothering her a lot and she can't always pour everything out all the way, you know, learn to put your eyes out of focus. When I was a stripper, sometimes guys in the crowd would occasionally do rude things that I certainly didn't want to see. I learned to put my eyes out of focus and only focus on the money. Maybe you guys should do the same. Just saying. You'd be happier. Now I'm going to try to clean this stuff because I would like to make something for myself. Oh, and another thing about the lady parts thing. When I specifically say before I even do the video, or when early on in the video, that there's a chance that somebody might not have time to cover something, or if this video starts glitching and you hear me talk but things are going slow motion, and in that case, that's going to accentuate things. So we're really not responsible for that. So, you know, the polite thing to do would be to just not say anything, right? Okay. Drew Henderson says, I like your live streams because you actually listen to my messages and interact with me. Well, that's the whole point to this. Just like I know I get a kind of a copping attitude sometimes if I feel like I'm talking and there doesn't seem to be anybody. If somebody's going to go through the effort to communicate, and especially if a person like my friend Debbie just said, if somebody's watching, say on TV, and I watch some YouTube things on TV late at night too, and when you're watching on TV, I don't think it is possible to communicate unless you can hook up a keyboard to a TV, and I don't know how practical that is. But when I'm doing that, I can't talk to people. But if somebody actually, when they realize that I wish people would communicate, and then they go out of their way to find another screen, in which case I guess it would have to be cell phone or computer, and go and say, hi, I'm here, I'm watching, but I've been watching on TV. That means a lot because now I know I'm not talking to a wall. And then, Drew, you come on and you say things, and I think it's important to talk to people and make them feel seen and heard and stuff, because why else do the social media thing if you're going to ignore people? Yeah, and yeah, when people do things and it's all about them, it's like, how do you build community that way? You know, anybody can have an echo chamber, and just if you like to listen to our own voices. Personally, I find my voice to be a little bit annoying. I finally made peace with it. I mean, after 14 years on YouTube, I should be used to it by now, but it's not what I think of as melodic or anything. But as far as personalities go, I try to keep it as real as possible, and I'd rather not, like President Trump, I'd rather not waste people's time by beating around the bush. Sometimes it's nice to just say things, you know, even though sometimes occasionally we do get in trouble, but you know. I'm really not going to take soaking this, but I'm going to soak it just a little bit because I want to cook. And I'm going to wash this off so that I can do something with it. No, this is crazy. I want some coffee too again. It's like, what the hell is wrong with me? I don't know what time it is. What, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever. The time thing goes away on this device when I'm filming. I'll be so glad when I get my computer replaced and I'll be able to do this on a laptop. I'm sorry, I prefer being able to see myself this way. I prefer not being reversed. It's just, things are so much bigger. Debbie says, I'm back and you're real life and not fake and do interact, which is awesome. I know, but no, I'm thinking of how I got lazy. Like, okay, I kept these pants on. I should have, the only thing I changed this, which by the way I made. I should have found this when I was showing the handmade clothes. You see? I just cut this so that I can squeeze into it. By the way, am I still on Facebook or not? I've been put in Facebook jail from time to time. Yes, I am on Facebook. They tried to say that I was temporarily banned a couple of days ago for like a couple hours, but I heard thousands and thousands of people has happened to. Apparently, some people got accused of things about some of the worst things that a creator can ever be guilty of, so I'm not going to say it. But it was a glitch of some kind, and then they realized that nobody was harming any kids or anything. And it was like, but it was weird because I was locked out of my account, and the fine print said there was a chance that I would lose things. And since I have so many pictures that I have backed up to Facebook, like family pictures and cat pictures and stuff. But this, I take chances with kitty tops. A lot of times they fit. Occasionally I'm misjudging and they really do mean, like I've worn 6X garments. And I remember being a little girl that wore 6X. 6X I thought was like a chubby version of a size 6. I always thought that I was kind of a little bit cheeky little darling that I was. Okay. Now I realize I just did something stupid. This is where the meat came from. I have to put that in the recycling, right? But where I screwed up is that tiny little bit of water that obviously has the germs from the meat. I dropped that into the sink, and the sink is partly clogged. And I'm going to need to, jiggle around the basket with all the yucky stuff to get the water to go down, because I've just contaminated it with juices from the meat, and that was really stupid. But anyway, meanwhile, I have to wash this. I suppose I could take it back in the other sink and dump it down the toilet to make it easier, but, See, this is reality. Sometimes it's not glamorous. Okay, did I hear the lawsuit against Amazon? Oh, no. But, speaking of lawsuits, there is a class action lawsuit against Facebook about privacy. And as soon as I heard about it, I applied, because it's happened since, I've only been on Facebook since 2017. But anyway, I got in on it, and they said that they sent me a virtual Visa or MasterCard or whatever for $12.75. So that is my portion of that thing. And hey, $12.75 is $12.75. That could, okay. Oh, I got it. Oh, this is so germy. Oh, this is so gross. Oh, this is so gross. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh boy. Oh, yuck. Come on, I don't want to really clog it. I just want the water to. Oh my god, that is so disgusting. You know what? Obviously, I'm not going to deal with this now, but I have some cleaning to do off camera later. Oh, I don't get much sleep, and then all this damn housework. Oh, damn. And right now, I want to get in the shower the worst way, but unfortunately, the other person that lives here, he is on the phone talking to whoever, and it's really hard to get in there. And I usually wait until he's already gone to bed and his sleeping pills have kicked in. Because there's mold in that bathroom, and I can't keep the door shut when I go in there. I want to be able to breathe fresh air, so I shower with the door open, and for that reason, I really need him to be in bed asleep, because God forbid he opens the door and, you see where this is headed. So tell me about this Amazon thing. Is it one of these privacy things? Man, I know so many people that love Amazon because, well, I guess especially if you have a Prime membership. But there's a lot of things that the shipping is still free. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do what you're always supposed to do with these cast down skillets. Is you gotta flame dry them so that they don't rust. And I'm gonna wash this. Hey, if you guys ever find scrub claws like this on Temu, they're great. Look like they're infused with metal, and you reuse them hundreds and hundreds of times. I like to use them to wash my dishes. And you can use it to scrub a filthy stovetop like this. You could do all kinds of things. Even though I've been trying to use harder things to get this clean. Hot. My mom just canceled her Prime 2-3 weeks ago. Now, no problem. Debbie says, I saw them and wondered how they worked. Okay. I'm looking to see. Okay, you said Amazon made it harder for people to cancel membership. Boy. Oh, by the way, speaking of companies that make things harder to cancel, when a couple of years ago, one of my friends on Facebook told me that she tried that Cindy Crawford's Meaningful Beauty skincare, and she said that whatever the introductory prices had jumped to a lot more than that, and she used it for a while and she decided to cancel it, and they made it really hard for her to cancel that. And it's like, that's got to be scary when you think that it should be as easy as saying, I need to unsubscribe, I can't afford this anymore, blah, blah, blah. You know, when I used Best Buy's Geek Squad Total Tech Support for like 5 or 6 years, and my mom and I finally canceled it one year because it billed you $22, $22.50, something like that, every month on your credit card or your bank account or whatever. And occasionally I would, because I would usually only have one device at a time. Sometimes I would break a computer and I would be able to get one for like 4 or 5 months or whatever. And so there were many times when I was paying this $22.50 each month and I didn't even have a device. And finally, after one such time when I had no devices, we just decided to let it lapse, cancel it. And here, even though we canceled it, there is a small charge that we were still getting every month. Well, because it was put on a Discover credit card, Discover has really great customer service. And my mom contacted Discover and said, look, we've been trying to cancel this thing and they're still giving us a small charge fee every month. And they took care of it. I don't know what they did. Maybe they just contacted the company. But just always check your statements because some companies are really sneaky. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I keep on checking because I like to see what the hell's going on in this house. Okay, let me think of what I'm going to do here. Okay, I'm going to put some oil down here. Okay, and I'm going to loosen up this rice that's here. All right. Let me see if there's anything else I can throw in on this. I'm going to heat this mixture that I told you about that has the kidney beans and the meat. I don't know if I'm going to add any more meat to this because but this is, by the way, I want to point this out to you. This is Corningware. This is the original corn flour blue pattern, which I understand is a collector's item now. They're not easy to get because you drop Corningware, this has a problem. It breaks. But many people, like my mother, love Corningware because you're supposed to be able to take this directly from the freezer to the oven, which even though they say they could do that, I just don't feel comfortable doing it because to me that's such an extreme temperature change. I like to let things get to room temperature before doing things. Just like if you have a hot carafe of coffee, you don't rinse it out with cold water. You use cool water just a little bit. You just do it carefully because the last thing you want to do is make your carafe break. My family, we have a sad, long, infamous history of killing coffee pots. My mom says she stopped counting at 25. Okay, Drew Henderson says, I told you the other night about how I got fed up with these other regulars at this diner I go to, asking me if I wanted their leftovers, which was gross. Well, could you get a feel for whether they were trying to insult you or whether they were genuinely being kind? Or because there's places I go to where people have offered me things off their plates, and so as to save face, I'll say things like, oh, the cats can always use food, and I used to, even when I saw people about to throw out things, I used to ask them for their meat for my cats. And that's something that a person can do, I suppose, even if you didn't have cats, but you were hungry. That could be a way to not seem poor, if that's a concern. Now, I've had to cover up my own lack of prosperity so as to not be conspicuous when I was in public places. But then again, that was never really an issue with me because no matter what my situation was in life, I always wore things that would, whenever I was homeless, for instance, you never would have known it. And there are times when I was still a full-time stage dancer and I still went to work and went back to the squat I was squatting in or whatever my situation was. Okay, I'm going to put the fire on this oil right now. I'm going to put the fire on underneath here. I'm going to see just how much. I might not need to add anything more to this. Oh, well, if you think that they're disrespecting you, then you have every right to be guarded. God knows there have been times when at first I gave people a benefit of the doubt and it turned out they were rude. But then there have been other times when I assumed malice only to find out that a person was just curious or really did have a pure heart. And I feel really bad for those times when I figured somebody was being rude and so I got kind of sarcastic with them only to find out that I had hurt a person that didn't deserve to be hurt. So now I kind of think about if this is the only experience this stranger has with me from me, and I was needlessly rude, then I feel bad about it. But then on the other hand, I know how I feel when people are very deliberately offensive. Some of the things people say, or the times when people approach me because they're looking to buy a prostitute, for instance, and they see me and they say things, and then to not expect me to take umbrage, you know. It used to be you expected women in that life to be attractive, but if you lived around here and you saw what I saw, so many people in that life here, it's like they're not even trying to be cute, which I thought was the point. You know. Okay, I'm gonna fry this rice up right now. I think I have some more green beans. I don't think I need to add a lot of things to this because of what's in the Cornwall. And turn down the fire a little bit. Yeah, sometimes this goes low real fast and it takes forever to charge. And I don't understand why now when I'm filming videos, the audio is okay, but the video itself is like in slow motion. And I'm hoping a friend of mine can look at it tomorrow, but I don't know. I mean, I can't expect people to drop what they're doing and come over to my place every time I have tech problems. Unless they were already going to come here for something. Like I have a friend who I use his address for my mail drop. So if the package is over there, he's going to come by to drop it off, you know. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. Plain water. The mixed vegetables would work also. You know what? I think I am going to open up a can of mixed vegetables. Again, take the water. And I'm going to add salt to this because there's no salt stuff, man. I'm really tempted to say no salt stuff is for the birds. But if you're going to add this to something that ultimately is going to be finished with salt, then why have extra salt? Like, I don't add salt to my rice water, and I haven't in years, because I find that it doesn't make any difference in the flavor. Yeah, all the vitamins. Oh, another good thing for doing this is you get multiple protein sources. Plus, whenever you combine beans or legumes with rice, you are combining amino acids and getting more of a complete protein. Now, I'm not a vegetarian, so I think I probably am doing pretty well with my protein. But for people that don't eat meat, they have to be especially careful to get enough protein. And so that's why they like to mix rice and beans or rice and another legume. Okay, I'm going to turn off these beans here. Now I'm going to add some salt to this. This is all the salt we have aside from some salt things. So I'm really kind of conserving it. Okay, I'm going to turn the fire off. Very good. Just the liquid from the mixed vegetables. Tiny little bit with a little bit of salt in it. I'm going to just throw that in there. Let me push this back here so you can see more. There. Okay, I'm going to put this back here somewhere. Okay, now I guess this is what the finished product is probably gonna look like for me. I'm gonna use a bowl like this that has some substance on it, but isn't too overly deep. I'm going to take some of this rice and get a fork or something. Guys, if you knew how I was sweating. Okay, let me see. Oh man. You know, that brand I just showed you, the peas are not cooked enough. But you know what? The hell with it. I want to start off by giving this some flavor. The salt needs to give it flavor. I'm going to have to remember that brand though. The peas are not cooked enough. just going to mix this up. And this is, oh God, what would I call this? Beef and kidney beans over fried rice and mixed vegetables, I guess. So, welcome to my kitchen. If you came over, I would definitely cook for you. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to show Mom this, and if granny panties offend you, close your eyes. Mom, pull your shirt down.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, because there's people that are idiots that watch my channel that said something about granny panties. I want to smack them.
Granny panties.
Oh, Mom doesn't have granny panties.
They're
I just wanted
covered.
Ooh, they're lace covered. That's right. Anyway, I just wanted you to see what I made for myself.
Oh, very nice.
It's fried rice with that ground beef and kidney beans.
Well, I ate as much as I can.
This is as much as she can eat. Okay, well, you've seen. Okay. Well, now I'm going to bring her the food that she could not eat anymore. I'm going to take that off her bed so that she can get comfortable, because obviously if she can't stretch her legs out.
I think in Leather's room, one of them, one ball would work, and he said it's a ballast.
Oh, I know what I wanted to mention to you guys. We had workers came in today and they fixed the lights. Did you notice how my mother has lights in her room now? They checked every place that needed lights. They fixed. I want you to see something. My room now has all the lights on. You see one's kind of yellower, but that's okay. So, and I want to show off my lighting rig. Thank you, Debbie. What else do I want to show you? Now, I don't want to leave my food unattended for too long because you know we have lots of mice here. Oh, I gotta turn this light out. They can't add to these lights because they said the ballast is screwed up. I'm gonna turn that light out for a minute, but I just wanted to give. Oh, you guys, it feels so good. Okay, Debbie says my phone's about to die. Have a show. I'm watching with Mom at 8, 9. We'll catch you on the flip side. Okay, you guys, I probably should stop soon, even though, oh my God, this is feeling so good. This air, living by the shore, you get some air. Oh, the wind, oh my God, this is so wonderful. I'm not getting this in my room, even if I stand right in front of my fan. This feels so wonderful. Oh man, can you imagine if I could string a hammock right here? Of course, I'd have to make myself invisible, because imagine if I fell out, I would just die. But